So all praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakaha Kwadash. Double honors to my elders, apostles, and the bishops of Great Millstone, where I have learned this truth and where I'm still learning this truth. And also shalom to the other sincere, right, the remnant followers of this truth. Okay, today's video, or this video, is going to be a reading in the NLT, right, New Living Translation of Luke, the 16th chapter, specifically the parable of Lazarus and the rich man. Okay, before, no, excuse me, I made a mistake already. All right, this video is going to be a reading in Luke, the 16th chapter of Lazarus and the rich man, but it's going to be in the King James Version. All right, the King James. Okay, but before we go into that, the reason why I mentioned the NLT is because we are going to see if the NLT, or New Living Translation, holds up with the reading of Revelation, the 13th chapter, verses 16 to 17, which is a warning, all right, that we are to give to you from the Lord, all right, because everything in these pages are faithful and true, all right. Even the things that were taken out, they are faithful and true to what they show, who they point to, who took them out, why they take them out, why they switch names, why do the scriptures describe the Lord one way, but these pictures are around showing you a different thing. All right, it is for our learning. Okay, all these things are for our learning, but the remnant know that, or the remnant will know that. 100% of the remnant will know this 100% truth. Okay, so we'll see if the NLT stumbles or crumbles at this warning that is in Revelation 13. Okay, so the Lord told us to give warning, all right, about this thing that's coming, the next big prophecy that's coming. All right, World War III is on the horizon. The dollar is crashing. The famine of the word is coming. All right, which may include the famine of food for a lot of people. All right, but this thing is also coming. It speaks of the micro C hip, the mark of the beast. All right, you put them two things together, C plus hip. The letter C plus the word hip, put them together. All right. So we're going to read Revelation 13. We're going to go into some of this warning, and then we're going to go on with the reading of Luke 16. All right. So this is Revelation 13, verses 16 and 17 in the NLT. Let's see if this translation can hold up, or if it tries to fool you. All right, because one word can throw you off. Okay. That's why the Spirit is important. That's why the Lord's will for you to understand this thing is important. That's why reading is important. Listening is important. Studying is important. All right? Because the truth, if it is in you, will hold up against these translations if they go off. And that includes the King James. That includes a false prophet standing in front of you, telling you some BS, throwing you for a loop. All right? So, Revelation 13, 16, and 17 in the NLT. It reads, he required everyone, all right, he the evil one, Esau, Edom, all right, and their cohorts, all right, are going to push this thing, but it leads with Esau, Edom, all right. He is the evil one, okay. Again, Revelation 13 and 16 in the NLT. He required everyone, small and great, rich and poor, free and slave, to be given a mark on the right hand or in the forehead, and no one could buy or sell anything without that mark, which was either the name of the beast or the number representing his name. Okay, so yes, this thing is in the earth already. All right, if you type in wallet more, that more is MOR. All right, wallet, like you carry around a wallet. All right, or if you type in Neuralink, okay, Neuralink implant. All right, you will see these things in the earth, and they're everywhere. They come through different ways of coerce. Uh, what's that word? Coercion. All right, all right. They tried different ways and different angles to try to get you to get this thing. All right, use it as a key. You ain't gotta take. You ain't gotta mess with your wallet. You don't have to do this. You know, people's laziness. They think, wow, I don't gotta reach back and pull it. Come on, man. Security. All right, which okay. Even if that is true, even if it is more secure than so someone can't take it out of your wallet, don't take this thing. All right. They mix some truth with some lies to coerce you. Okay. All right. So yeah, security is there, but it's still not worth it. Okay. It's still not worth what is coming if you get this thing. And we'll go into that in a second. What else will they do? They will, like I said in there, buy or sell. Now you can still buy or sell without this thing, but the time is coming where they are going to stop all the buying and selling if you do not have this. All right. Let's talk about some other conveniences though. What else will they tell you they're going to give you? Just imagine the C-19, the chicken and the roosters. All right, the C-19 and the roosters that some people are still getting. I don't even know what number it's on. 10, 15, I don't even know. All right. But just think of how they came at you with that. All over TV. Okay? All in the schools. Stickers. Masks. You look around, you see this thing everywhere, man, to remind you to get your damn rooster. All right? Remind you to get your rooster. Okay? Or just remind you to get the chicken, get the thing. All right? All right, they are gonna come. That it's gonna be like that, but on super steroids. All right, if steroids took steroids, this is how they're gonna come at you. They're gonna be strong with this, man. You are not gonna be able to buy or sell. All right, which means they're gonna take your food. Okay, you can't buy or sell. How are you gonna get food? How are you gonna pay your bills? How are you gonna uphold saying that you are a good parent? They're gonna threaten your kids with this. You all you got to do is make this one choice. Get this chip in your hand, and you are deemed a fit parent. But since you don't want to do this one simple thing, we got to deem you unfit. We coming for your kids. All right? And whoever doesn't have kids, all right? You think you may be okay, but they're going to threaten everything you love. Okay? You have to get out the cities. Then you think you're safe off grid, but hey man, they're going to find you everywhere you go. Threaten you with death. Okay? All right? And that's going to scare a lot of people. Sickness. Right? You ain't going to be able to, how you going to get your medicine? Hey man, you've been dependent on them so much and showing them your habits so much, they know how to get you, man. They know where to find you and how to get you. All right? And that goes for everyone outside of the remnant, man. They cannot get to us. The Lord is protecting us. All right? There's nothing on this earth that they can take away from us that will make us take this thing. All right? The most important thing they can't take from us, which is this truth. All right? It's in there, man. It's in us. All right? But don't take this thing. It doesn't matter if you have it in for 5 seconds, a second. All right? Do not take this thing. Okay? They're going to tempt you with that. If you don't want it, you can get it right back out. Fuck that. All right? There's nowhere in the scriptures where it says that you will be okay after you take this. It does speak on if you take it, though. All right? Let's go to the next chapter. Revelation 14, verses 9 and 10. All right? Let's see what it says. Then a third angel, this is in the NLT, all right, Revelation 14, 9 and 10 in the NLT. Then a third angel followed them, shouting, anyone who worships anyone who worships the beast and his statue, that's trying to throw you off right there. But I'll read it again. Anyway. Then a third angel followed them, shouting, anyone who worships the beast and his statue, or who accepts his mark on the forehead or on the hand, must drink the wine of God's anger. It has been poured full strength into God's cup of wrath, and they will be tormented with fire and burning sulfur in the presence of the holy angels and the Lamb. Now, the one thing I do like about this translation is it didn't say right or left hand. It just said in the hand. Because it doesn't matter what you get if you get it in the right or left. And your hand is anything from your fingertip to your shoulder also. But they can put this thing anywhere. Do not take it. That's the point. Because you know what it is. Don't get this thing in you. All right? Do not get this thing in you. All right, was there something else? All right, so that is a description of what's going to happen if you get this C-hip. That is what's going to happen. You will not find anything in these scriptures telling you the opposite. All right, you are just fucked over if you get this thing, man. And a lot of people already got it. It's over. It's over. Okay? So, now, let's go ahead and go to Luke 16. All right? And we're going to read the parable of Lazarus and the rich man. This reading is going to be in the King James Version. All right? And Lord willing, the next video will be the beginning of the breakdown, the truth of Lazarus and the rich man. Okay? Luke 16. All right, the heading of Luke 16 in the King James. All right, hold on. No. Hold on. Okay, the heading above verse 19 of Luke 16 in the King James says, the rich man and Lazarus. All right, and this is all red letter. This is all red letter. This is the Lord speaking, all right? Before I go, I just want to say, Yahweh, before I go on, I want to say Yahweh is whom the world ignorantly calls God. Come out of that. Come out of that. Yes, God is a trait and it is a title, but his name is Yahweh. All right, and the remnant will come out of it. So I don't mean to sound frustrated or not. This world is just this world is this world, man. It's been given into the hands of the wicked, and you can see it, smell it, taste it, feel it, man. Okay. So his son, all right, everything is done decently and in order. Everything has order. So Yahweh is the highest. He is the most high. Okay. But what's next? Yahweh Shai. All right. That is his name. That is his name. That is the name of whom the world ignorantly called Jesus among these other names. All right. We don't like saying them, hearing them, speaking them. But for edification's sake, for someone who might just be coming into this, we do so. All right. Just for edification. Okay. So those are the true names. You can believe it or not. Okay. The remnant will believe again. All right. Okay. So here's the reading. This is Luke, the 16th chapter. And this is a reading of the parable, the rich man and Lazarus. All right. Verse 19 in the King James. There was a certain rich man which was clothed in purple and fine linen, and fared sumptuously every day. And there was a certain beggar named Lazarus, which was laid at his gate, full of sores, and desiring to be fed with the crumbs which fell from the rich man's table. Moreover, the dogs came and licked his sores. And it came to pass that the beggar died and was carried by the angels into Abraham's bosom. The rich man also died and was buried. And in hell he lift up his eyes, being in torments, and seeth Abraham afar off, and Lazarus in his bosom. And he cried and said, Father Abraham, have mercy on me, and send Lazarus, that he may dip the tip of his finger in water, and cool my tongue, for I am tormented in this flame. But Abraham said, Son, remember that thou in thy lifetime receivedst thy good things, and likewise Lazarus evil things. But now he is comforted, and thou art tormented. And beside all this, between us and you, there is a great gulf fixed, so that they which would pass from hence to you cannot, neither can they pass to us that would come from thence. For I have 5 brethren, verse 27. Then he said, I pray thee therefore, Father, that thou wouldest send me him to, let me start over. Verse 27. Luke 16 and 27 in the King James. Then he said, I pray thee therefore, Father, that thou wouldest send him to my father's house. For I have 5 brethren, that he may testify unto them, lest they also come into this place of torment. Abraham saith unto him, They have Moses and the prophets, let them hear them. And he said, Nay, Father Abraham, but if one went unto them from the dead, they will repent. And he said unto him, If they hear not Moses and the prophets, neither will they be persuaded, though one rose from the dead. All right. So that was a reading of Luke 16, the parable of Lazarus and the rich man. Okay. Lord willing, the next video will be going into the truth of this parable. Okay. So with that, I'd like to say all praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakaha Quadash. Double honors to my elders, apostles, and the bishops of Great Millstone, where I've learned this truth and where I am still learning this truth. All right. And also, shalom to the sincere followers. All right. The remnant. All right. Shalom to the sincere followers of this truth. All right. Lord willing, we'll see you in the next video. All right. Shalom.